Hi viewers, welcome to Botany Point. This is the part 2 video of nutrition in plants. So in our previous video we already covered up to photosynthesis. So this video is about synthesis of plant food other than carbohydrate and other mode of nutrition in plants. So these two topics only we discuss here. And if you are the Hindi viewer, the Hindi video will be posted later. And let's start the video now. So here, synthesis of plant food other than carbohydrate. So in our previous video, we already studied about the photosynthesis, and in that photosynthesis, the product of the process is carbohydrate. Okay, so what we got, the final product in photosynthesis or the food synthesis is carbohydrate. So plant make, in the process of photosynthesis, plant make the carbohydrate products, that is starch. Okay, finally what happens in that case is carbohydrate is converted to starch, and that starch is stored in the leaf. Okay, up to this clear. But carbohydrate nutrient, this carbohydrate, what is carbohydrate? Carbohydrate one type of nutrients which are helpful for body growth, but this the single nutrient is not benefited for growth of the plant body. Okay, it need another minerals, another nutrients also. Okay, and that's why they try to consume other nutrients like proteins, fats. Okay, so how they try to consume? So here what happen? So in this carbohydrate it is made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Remember, see first, from the photosynthesis what happened? From the photosynthesis, the product is what? Carbohydrate. Okay, and these carbohydrate is the first nutrient of what? Plant body or the plant. But this carbohydrate is not sufficient for the development, for the development of the plant body. That's why it need other nutrients. Okay, and that's why what he started to do, see here, the carbohydrate here, the made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So from these compounds, from this carbohydrate, what the plant try to do? They try to synthesize other component. Okay, from this carbohydrate, the plant try to do to synthesize other nutrient, that is what? Proteins and fat. Proteins and fat. Okay, plants try to use this carbohydrate and synthesis to other components of food, or you can simply write down that other nutrients. Clear? Okay. So but from this procedure also plant never get the sufficient amount of nutrient. Okay, so that's why they try to consume from the other source, from the other source, that protein and fats. So what he started to do, see here, in case of proteins are mostly nitrogenous substance. Okay, and which are contain nitrogen. Remember, here we can write down that point, that is proteins are nitrogenous substance. And which contain what? Which contains nitrogen. Remember, first he tried to convert that carbohydrate into proteins and fat, because plant need other than carbohydrate nutrient for their further growth, and then that's why they try to convert that protein and convert the carbohydrate into protein and fat, and that from that synthesis form not sufficient for the plant. So they try to make the other part to get the proteins and fat. So here see what happened. Proteins are mostly nitrogenous substance. Okay, and that means what? It contains the nitrogen. And you know that where the nitrogen are found, this gas are found in air. Remember? Okay, air contain nitrogen at atmosphere, or the atmospheric air contain nitrogen. But how they consume directly from the air, air or atmospheric nitrogen into the cell or the leaves, it not possible. Likewise, the stomatophore are there inside the leaves, and in the surface of the leaves, stomatophore are present. But and stomatophore, what in that cases what happen? In that pore, through that pore, easily carbon dioxide get enter. But like that process, nitrogen not get enter easily. So it need other method to get enter inside the plant body. Okay. So here, because this is present in gaseous form, and plant doesn't need the gaseous form of the nitrogen. It needs some soluble form of the nitrogen. That's why what happened? Some bacteria are found in the soil. Remember, some bacteria are found in the soil. First, we should write down here nitrogen present at atmosphere or air, but plant can't absorb nitrogen in this form. This form is nitrogen in air is in gaseous form. Okay, so it need to convert this gaseous form to soluble form, and that conversion of gaseous to soluble form done by some kind of bacteria, and that bacteria are found in the soil. Okay, so see what happened. Some bacteria that convert gaseous nitrogen into a usable with soluble and soluble form, and it release into the soil. Okay, it release into the soil. So now the atmospheric nitrogen is converted to soluble form by the help of some bacteria, and which are found in the soil. These bacteria are found in the soil. Okay, and that form, now what happened? The soluble forms are absorbed by the plants. How it absorbed by the plant? Along with what? Water. Okay, clear? Up to this clear? So here the bacteria here are helpful to convert the nitrogen into soluble form, or usable form. Here it's usable. Okay, usable with, and this soluble is done by to mix with the water. Remember, okay. So here only conversion of nitrogen occur, and it will just mix with the water, and nitrogen is become the soluble form, and that soluble form is easily get entered inside the plant body. Clear? Okay. Now, this method also plant in first phase. Okay, because take the example of plantation. When the plantation occur, the cultivation is occur. Through this process, yes, plant get benefited and get the nitrogen nutrients. But in particular places, in that particular soil, many times the cultivation is done or occur, and that's why the quality of the soil is decreases, and farmer try to always add the fertilizer, some extra fertilizer to get the to better development of the plant, and that fertilizer contain different nutrients which are helpful for plant growth. So here we can add that point also. Some cases by using fertilizer in soil, what happened? Plants get benefited and they also fulfill their what? Requirement of what? Nitrogen along with other constituents. Clear? So here easily now plant get the nutrients. Clear up to this? Okay. This is all about the synthesis of plant food other than carbohydrate. So here now plant get all of the carbohydrate, like all of the nutrients, and is better for their further. So now come about the other mode of nutrition in plants. So here see. So did you find anywhere some plants have covered with a thin thread like some yellowish green type of structure, and it seems to be a plant part, but that not a plant part other than plant, that is one other kind of plants which have the other kind of also nutrition. Okay, so those plants or some plants are here. So in our previous video you know that about the nutrition we study about the two types, heterotrophic nutrition, autotrophic nutrition. Remember that one? Okay. So about the nutrition we know that the plants are under autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition, remember? Or plants are called as autotrophs, and that beyond that plants are also source some other kind of nutrition. Okay, that is plant some that very exceptional cases. Okay, so some of the exceptional cases plants also show heterotrophic nutrition. So some plants are very rare plants are there, so the plants are coming under heterotrophs. Okay, so here we can write down that point. See here, some plants shows heterotropy mode of nutrition. Clear? So here what happened in this case, the example is, so a particular plant is surrounded by the stem and leaf of other plant. Okay, or the all over the upper part of the particular plant or the autotrophic plant. Okay, autotrophic plant mainly that the heterotrophs are cover the autotrophic plant. Okay, and that plant is mostly yellow tubular structure, and that twining around the stem and branches of the tree, or the tree means this tree is autotrophic tree or autotrophic type. Okay, this tree is or this plant is mostly autotrophs, coming under autotrophs, but the yellow tubular structure of this plant is so the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Remember, okay, this plant. So here what happened, this plant is known as, this is a yellow tubular plant is known as cuscuta or amarwell. Okay, and those plant mainly doesn't have chlorophyll inside the body. So here the plant, those plant have lack of or absence of chlorophyll. See here what happened. If this cuscuta plant is lack of chlorophyll, that means here the photosynthesis is absent. If the photosynthesis is absent, then how they produce their own food? So they, at that time what happened? They develop from the other autotrophic plant. That's why because the lack of chlorophyll, they are unable to food synthesis or photosynthesis. That's why their mode of nutrition is heterotrophic type, because they try to what? Try to get the nutrients from another autotrophic plant. Here the cuscuta plant is heterotrophic plant, or the heterotrophs. Okay, and these heterotrophs try to develop their growth over the autotrophic plant or the autotrophs. And what happened at that case is they try to consume their nutrient from the autotrophic plant. Okay, so here it takes ready-made food from the plant on which it is climbing. Okay, and this plant, okay, where they try to climbing, or those plants they develop from their body, this autotrophic plant is known as host, and the cuscuta plant is known as guest. Remember, so here we can write down that point. The plant on which it climbs is called as host. Okay, the host plant is who gives the nutrition to the cuscuta plant. Okay, the tree, other or the autotrophic plant is the host, and here the cuscuta is known as the guest. Okay, clear up to this? And that's why it absorbs valuable nutrients from it, that's why it called as what? Parasite. Now cuscuta plant is known as the parasite, and it shows the heterotrophic mode of nutrition because it is unable to synthesize or unable to synthesis of photosynthesis because of lack of chlorophyll inside their body. And here those plants they try to develop, the cuscuta plant try to develop on those of the plants are known as host, and the cuscuta plants are known as guest. Clear? And they try to absorb nutrients for their growth. Cuscuta plants are what? Absorb the nutrients from the host cell or the host body, and finally that's reason the cuscuta plants are known as the parasite, or the first type of mode of nutrition. So those of the plant are known as the parasite, and this is a parasite about the plant to plant. But some animals are there also, they shows the parasitic behavior on plant body. Okay, that means in the plant body some animals also try to consume or what, try to get nutrients from the plant body, and some such type of parasites are also present. Okay, now comes some other type of plant which are also under heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and in this case what happened, some plants are trapped the insects. Okay, they try to trap the insects and then digest them. Okay, and such plant may be green or some other color. Okay, some other color, and example is pitcher plant. So here we can mention that point also. See here, some plant trap insects and digest them. Those plants may be green or some other color. Okay, and the example is pitcher plant. Pitcher plant. Clear up to this? So, here in case of pitcher plant, what happened? The pitcher plant, the apex of pitcher plant form a mostly apex of leaf. Okay, apex of leaf of pitcher plants form a lid or the cover like structure. Okay, and when at that area any insect get contact with that area, what happened? Maybe some reason it try to get enter inside that inside the mouth of the pitcher plant. Okay, so here what happened? The apex area of the leaf contain that lid. It always some time to time it open and close. Okay, and that region is known as the mouth region. And when any insect get enter, if by chance any insect get enter inside that, then what happened? The pitcher plant, the cap of that plant is get closed. And finally some digestive juice are secreted by that plant body, and finally death of the insect occur. So here we can write down that point also. See, the apex of the leaf form a lid, okay, which can open and close. Open and close. Can also close. The mouth, that opening and closing of the lid is the mouth of the pitcher. Okay. Now what happened? Inside that some hairs are present. Remember, inside that some hairs are present which are directed downwards. And when the insect land on it, land in the pitcher plant, okay, what happened? The lid become what? Lid become closed, and that's why that means the insects are trapped. They trap the insects and get entangled into that hair, into the hair. And finally what happened? Finally it digested by its digestive juice. Who secretes this digestive juice? This digestive juice is the pitcher secreted by the pitcher plant. Remember, okay, not the insects. This digestive juice is secreted by the pitcher plant. So now what happened? When the insect get land or get captured in that inside the pitcher plant, the lid became closed, and finally insect get trapped and it try to entangle. Who try to? The pitcher plant try to entangle because of the hair present inside the body of the pitcher plant, and finally it digested by some digestive juice. Now what happened? The pitcher plant secreted some digestive juice. From that the insect get digest inside the pitcher plant. Okay, so here and finally it is digested by digestive juice, which is secreted by plants. And such type of nature show pitcher plants or other than pitcher plants are known as insectivorous plants. So here we can write down that point also. Such plants are called as what? Called as insectivorous plants. Okay, so here the mode of nutrition of plant other than what? Other than autotrophs. So here we know about the some exception case also there. Some plants show the heterotrophic mode of nutrition because they have less amount of or the absence of chlorophyll. So the photosynthesis, they are unable to what? Synthesize their food. So here the example is Cuscuta. So he now what the Cuscuta now try to absorb the nutrient from their host body, and that's why the Cuscuta is the known as or act as a parasite. Okay, and another plant are there which are also plants are eat the insect. Okay, and that nature is so in pitcher plants, and that's why the plants are known as insectivorous plant. So what happened in this case? The apex of the leaf shows the some leaf-like structure or the outer cover, which are always what? Which are always open and closed. Okay. Alternatively, the work is done open and closed. So during opening and closing, if the plant lid is open, and that time any insect get contact with that plant, and if by chance the insect get land inside that pitcher body, then what happened? The lid is now become closed. After closing the pitcher body, inside that pitcher body, what happened? Some hairs are present, and those for the presence of those hair, now the insects are get easily trapped, and it try to entangle inside that. And finally, a digestive juice also secreted by that plant and formed for that. Finally, the insect get dead inside that pitcher plant, and after that they try to what? Due to secretion of the digestive juice, the body of that insect is dead, and form whatever the nutrients present inside the insect, now it became consumed by that pitcher plant. Okay, and that's why they try to show such type of mode of nutrition, because they need extra what? The extra nutrient. That's why they try to consume the insects. Insects body also, they also feed some food and easily get their nutrition. So by consuming those insects, plants get nutrient or extra nutrients. Okay, so this is all about the other mode of nutrition in plants. So if you like this video, so please hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe the Botany Point, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for the regular updates. Thank you so much.